What's up, Hippo lovers? Cloud against Dogao here in the quarterfinals? No, round of 16 of the qualifier. But we don't have a finals, so maybe kind of quarterfinals regardless. Best of 5 on our way. We picked the civilizations, as you can see. Dogao should be the big favorite. Weird pick by Cloud to go for a rooster here. We have cross Dogao's home map. Game number 2 and 3 might be switched depending on who wins game number 1. We are looking into Arabia. Cloud in the blue trunks with a very wallable map here. If we look at the front, he's playing the Slav. On the other side, Dogao with the Chinese. He has a pretty unwallable map. And, could have made an argument for restarting that one. That is a tricky one. Best lifetime story I heard, so I assume you're not gay. What? Are you? Did you just watch my Paris trip report? And yeah, great assumption after the video. Yeah. Well, we had some good story times for sure. Ah, the Paris story. Pills Nilly Man. What other stories did we have? We had the one where I nearly died story. But that was... I started that one like 2 minutes before my 44-hour stream ended, I believe. And people didn't care at all. They just wanted to spam 44 hours! So that wasn't nice. And then there was the stolen car story in Malta. That was a good one as well. Dogao going for weird walls in the back here. Trying to go for some harassment. You nearly died? Nearly. I nearly died. Really? What's really? Yeah. I think I've very few times been in real danger in my life. For my life. But that one time I was. Don't know the car story? It's one of the probably best plot. Oh, well, the Paris one was a nice plot twist as well. But the Malta one, you have no idea that the plot twist is coming. 3 on wood here by Mr. Dogao. Not the greatest villager here. Trying to get some more vision. Let's see how they're playing this out. Still very unwallable map for Dogao. I'm curious how he wants to play this out. Where's the second lumber camp? Probably down here. And just go scouts? Neither will you cast Jordan later. Well, if we take a look at the schedule of the day, you will know that probably we will cast Melkor against Winchester Live and Jordan against Terror after that. It's both scheduled for 19 GMT. We will decide that after the series. But I think that makes more sense because Jordan against Terror, I think, will be a very uninteresting and short series. Nearly probably took a bit too much money from dangerous people in a poker game. Perhaps. Cloud -3 sheep. Looks like it. 2 stolen, 1 killed. And only 1 under the TC now. Already pushed some deer. Looks like 2 on gold. Cloud is playing man-at-arms here. Interesting. And build order mistake. Not 5th villager on wood. Unless that one goes over here now. 2 on gold. That's okay. Oh no, that builds a house. He will not have enough wood. No second lumber camp either. Hera disapproves. This is not how you play it, Mr. Cloud. Weak build order. But it's Jordan. Well, doesn't matter. Still, like, people will get crazy for Jordan, but honestly, on paper, it's the most boring series of them all in the round of 16. Oh god. I would be so ashamed to have such a build order. 6 on wood now! Only 1 lumber camp, 3 farms. Well, he's slabs, so maybe he's actually adjusting, and that makes more sense than the build order I normally do. The guy with horrible walls here as well. Not that he could do better ones, simply how his map is shaped. I think this should have just been a restart, honestly. Jordan versus Terror, best meme potential. Yeah, that will be good clickbait 4090 for sure. But you know, guys, I'm not a clickbaiter. Because of John Slow or because of Jordan? Because of the matchup. That's still open in the back as well. So because of both of them. Using main gold for wall. Yeah, that would be... No, I want to say it would be Doubt, but no. Doubt would just have the stable here instead of the walls. He wouldn't build the stable here. I can give you so many intel stuff that how you can predict for the hidden cup. Obviously for every one of you, the close followers of my stream, it will be really easy to predict Hera now, because you know all his build orders in and out. Hi Neely, will you cast Jordan? T90 wants to stay with Dogao. I think we will cast the Rex after it. I think it's really disrespectful if I casted something just to avoid overlapping with T90. I think it makes more sense if everyone casted together. I know that there will be people trying to creep in and cast something else, but I think that's... I don't want to call it shady, but not in the interest of the most people. I predict the winner of the grand finals to be Viper. Well, you won't get good odds on that. You could get good odds on predicting Jordan as a winner. Okay, Scout now cleared this up. Lost 1 Scout. Nice movement here. To go with the archer range. Probably the second archer range as well. Indeed. And then go on gold. What odds would you give me on Viper? Yeah, 1.2 sounds fair. Maybe 1.15. Take 1.2. Thing is, like in those odds regions, it just becomes weird with the fees, right? Like the PayPal fees you have to do. So if we do any real bets, it has to like be like Bankwire or like PokerStars or something. Well, that's not how it works. Sattler says it's more than 80%. Then you say no, it's more. But how can it be more than 80%? Is that more than 80%? Sounds so confusing. Okay, now even goes for scouts after that, Mr. Cloud. Interesting. Or more higher than 80%. Wheelbarrow kind of late. By Dogao, not sure what he will achieve here. Let's take a look how many scouts we will have out. Uh-oh, that actually might be bad timing. Second stable now. Instead of blacksmith. Okay, we already have the blacksmith. 1 archer only. Will we have fletching before that? Dogao continue with some aggression. House at 30 HP here, not the most important thing. Uh-oh, not focusing on that villager. Why is he trying to prevent the second stable? I think he should focus on her at the left side. Huh. Second stable isn't that important. I think Cloud wants to go up either way. +1 defense here. That's a bad fight for Cloud. One spearman is coming over. Okay, Dogao is just waiting for that one. Will easily snag here. Town watch now for Dogao. Still no real control over that area. Some production coming over. And Dogao, military count, quite scary. 22 to 5 here. Defensive tower now. Scouts being let in. I think the scouts should actually run around and try to find some damage. Maybe intercept single archers. That would be better than actually camping at home. You want the Miguel game? Miguel! Defensive tower up now. Okay, for Dogao. He's now up to Castle Edge as well. Difference will be solid 71 seconds here. And Scouts not really getting out there. Dogao can't find an opening for now. Stable for Miguel, for Dogao now as well. Should have the better boom behind this. For another aggression. All house walled up here. How strong is Dogao's eco at the moment? Tough for me. Or how strong is the army once we have knights out? Kind of tricky. Spearman number at 4, soon to be at 7. That's becoming quite scary. Do we have any walls over here? Go with some walls now. Palisade gate number 1. Need palisade gate number 2. And he will be fine with that. All good in the hood. And he's now running back. Does he want to disengage to get pikemen, crossbowmen? Maybe some camels would even be a good option. Cloud bought himself some stone to get his TC up. Needed to do that because he built a defensive tower. Got +2 now, and that's still a scary army. 29 military to 7. Odds for Viper not reaching the finals. 1 to 5. Oh, ECL. What can you say? Camels out now. Pikeman upgrade will finish, and perfect timing here. Oh god. Knights will have very bad engagement. Military count still super scary. Cloud. Maybe Siege Workshop could have been better than a monastery here. And all the scouts going down as well. The villager is safe now. That's only 3 knights now? No, 4 knights, okay. Siege Workshop now. And well, next engagement. 300 HP on the lowest house here. Maybe go for some gold ratings. Botkin arrow only now. Interesting. Actually delayed that one for so long. So, well, Dogao made it happen. Now at 3 TCs and his bad gold wasn't really a deciding factor in this game. Oh yeah. Escape AE business plan. Oh, Sci-Fly. Feels bad, man. Well, maybe they will just crush us in the upcoming month with big live events. Thing is, the opening event, the kind of opening event just with competitive Age of Empires. I think it would be sick. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, good. No, sick dodge here. Let me see, ground check. Why is he going back, Cloud? No, that was the wrong click. Oh, oh, oh. Okay. What was that? It's 2 pikemen, 1 skirm going down, and a lot of HP lost. But that's still... Why did he click back there? Ah. Husbandry. 4 bows now. Camels are so strong in this spot. But Dogao only 3 villages ahead. Military numbers nice for him. That TC will go up. No problem here. And well, Slav's eco will get sicker and sicker. So Dogao, he kind of needs to make something happen. Yeah, has military advantage, has 3 TCs, so can boom properly here. So looking good for him. But he needs to continue. Just use his army advantage here. Scorpion 1 Mangonel. What are the camels up to? Wanted to intercept some units here. 3 relics. All 5 relics actually quite close to Cloud. Interesting. Pikeman going forward. Camels around as well. Should be 3 conversions against that. Mangonel will fall, but the knights, I'm not really sure what's their business in there. And oh god, the knights are all dying. Don't really need to kill the monks. They can never get away. Just focus on the knights for now. And was that only 1 camel conversion or was it 2? Still, should have absolutely been 3. Heavily on stone now is Mr. Cloud. I didn't have a lot before that. And in general, like, what is he really doing at the moment? His CC is very much queued up. But that's it. And Dogao? I wouldn't be surprised if he clicks up to him in 2-3 minutes. Huh. Yeah, I'm very sure that escape area is not money laundering. Like, I met the money givers, right? And they felt very genuine and nice. Could talk about WVSG. WSVG owns Woobly rights? No, right? I don't think so. Okay, 1 monk going down. That's a horrible fight for Cloud. Why is he taking this one? Even with the monk in the back, that doesn't really make a lot of sense. Mangonels are coming around, but that's just losing all his knights here. Maybe even if he trades reasonably, it's still nothing he really wants to do, right? Postman doing some damage here at the top, and Dogao with an aggressive castle will click up any second. Meanwhile, Cloud, well, he has a nice amount of food. Just lacking some gold. How is it looking here with the income? Not crazy. And well, that won't be too good with that amount here. And that gold is pretty exposed as well. So that will be a big problem for him in the long run. Oh, whoa, 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 whoa. Speaking of big problems. Suddenly military count pretty even. But I think Tukunu's should just be brilliant against what Cloud has at the moment. And the castle goes up. All the gold in the center now. Dogao goes for TC number 4. Master Canoe should be really good in this spot now. Just camels in front of that. If needed, Im timing will be earlier. Okay, now using the market quite a bit. Mangonel will go down. No one really going for any relics. Nice snipe here. Im timing difference will be not that long actually. Only 50 seconds. Dogao should have a second castle up pretty soon, at least that's what I think. We don't really have a lot of stone here, but those villagers are enough to get a second castle up any second. Yo, is this game being played on Woobly? Good question, my friend. This game is played on Woobly, the best platform to play competitive Age of Empires 2 online. Go, subscribe to Woobly now. Those two scouts, they're just waiting for one monk to pass by. Still trying to hold this off. Now loses his TC. Has a mining camp around there. Goes onto some more stone. Gold in the back. Still okay-ish. Chukanu's now going forward. Dogao didn't have a plan of that castle apparently. Will lose one Chukanu. That's it. But now the traps should just start raining down. Best platform to play casual Age of Empires 2? I can't tell you that. In my opinion, Age of Empires isn't the game to play casually. How much would it cost to buy the brand nearly if you still keep your income and most freedom of your stream ideas? What does what does that mean? Like buying the brand. I think that's an interesting question, but I don't really know what that results into. Okay, I want to see heavy camels as well from Dogao, who's only sitting at 2 stables. Now goes for some light cav, Chukunus behind that. There'll be 5 traps, and it's impossible for Cloud to hold that one off. Huh. I think Cloud is not in a bad spot here. Heavy camel, way too late. We need some quick walls. That will be a lot of dead traps here. Dogao underreacting to this. Camel's not really fighting. That will be a lot of dead traps. Look at that. 5 traps will die. Yeah, a lot of cavaliers will die in exchange. But still, no heavy camels. That is, a Cloud is still in this one. That is such a nice clear up. Chukunus need to jump into it. Dogao with a big slip up there. Not really knowing the army composition of his opponent. And this is a completely open game again. 5 traps going down. All the camels going down. The castle is going down as well. Chef Koch. AKK. AKK. Yeah. Cheers, man. Okay, camels now here to counter this. But they were quite late. And now Cloud can just disengage. And now it's a 6 Slav eco. Actually even stays, fights here. Shouldn't they be all very low in HP? Well, still okay. Tricky one. Beautiful move by Cloud. He's controlling that gold. Scouted that gold. On the way he even will see that gold. Pretty sweet stuff for him. 2 traps out. Helped out quite a bit. Next attack upgrade. Cloud is in a solid spot. This is completely open, guys. I thought, okay, Dogao will just finish it. But, well, if you don't counter the units of your opponent and then just let Slav do its magic with all its food income, well, then it gets really tricky. No real control over that gold as well. Some more siege. Stables not producing. Dogao! 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 Okay. Luckily I heard me finally. Really not going for the camel production there. That should be 10 more camels. That will be a solid fight for Cloud here. We'll snack through all of them. +2/+2 on those. Chukunus doing okay-ish damage behind that though. Oh no, well maybe I just missed such a fight as well. I think I never would have taken that one, but I felt he would shred that enough. But well, Chukunu numbers are enough, and camels, well, they are a solid counter, and well, luckily he is now 30 pop ahead. We'll save that castle as well. And Now it looks really rough for Cloud after all. Once you get to that proper army composition, it gets really tricky for Slavs. Goes for some more barracks. What is that for? Harbidiers? Interesting. Still think it's kind of a mistake for the Dogao to not continue trying to collect relics. He did build one more at one point. Will now get to the extra gold. Well, one scout. 3+6 there. Something we don't see too often. Oh, and that could be the game-ending fight. Double the military here. Cavaliers not with the greatest fighting position. Chuganus doing the damage in the back. And, well, this could be GG. Dogao, well, he was late there with the transition, but was far enough ahead to still finish this one out. Cloud, not really with a good plan in Castle Age there. I think underproduced some army to really smash this off. I think the monastery before the siege workshop didn't really work out for him too well. Maybe 1-2 Scorpions could have done something against the army composition of Dogao. And yeah, Chinese just too good with the start here. 2 open wood lines obviously makes it tricky, or all open wood lines kind of makes it tricky against ranged units as well. And I will update the score to 1-0 Dogao. Achievements. Do Chinese get bombard cannons? Yes. But not bombard. Oh, wait. Yeah, not bombard cannon, but bombard tower. Exactly. Brain bug. Better eco here. Even more food. Interesting. Now you see Slav having the food advantage, but also Slav, if you really adjust to that, you should just build less farms. And then it all makes sense again. Next map will be the home map of Cloud. Will be Rooster. I have no idea why you pick Rooster against Dogao. Such a beast on water. Such a beast. So sharp as a build orders as well. People are really happy with my last YouTube upload. Me playing full archers for 70 minutes. Okay, MEMP has a bigger mini-map. It's obviously pretty easy to implement. But is that adding something? No, he has the same size. I'm just seeing it. Weird. Miguel won 3-0 against Semane. Knock knock, who's there? Viper. Viper who? Why poor when we are not cats? Okay. Okay. Why poor when you can be rich? And guys, it is time for game number 2. Will be an interesting one because we will play Rooster and we will play Italians against Mongols. map that we still know from War is Coming times. We also had them in WSVG, what we just talked about as well. That I'm not sure what Southlight tried to imply there, but should be an interesting one. Fighting for the center wins the game. Strategically, a horrible map, not very deep at all. It often ends in 13 minutes, and yeah, also very luck based. If you have boards like those and tiers like those, your start will be way worse compared to tiers like those and boards like these. Not really played in any more competitive tournaments, and that has to be some lag. That he jumped in there after that. Sick. Well, he could have called the restart, so no problem there. And yeah, Dogao should just be fine. Should get the second boar quite nice and early. That villager might even get the boar already. And yeah, having a very good start here is very crucial. No boar yet here for Mr. Cloud. Pushing the deer now. Took the boar after 1.5 sheep. Look at that. 50 left, 6 sheep left as well. Interesting. I prefer tight pull over roost by quite a margin. So do I. I think it's just so much better. Because this is just not winnable if you lose water. And tight pull absolutely is, in my opinion. Oh, that could be a big block. We're at 4 minutes, 3 seconds. Cloud is actually losing his HP instead of camping here. Ay. Oh, another 4 HP villager. They have to be quite low. Look at that. So, 3 villagers that will die to 1 feudal age. Scout. Well, you might get loom. It's not a problem. Scout just pushing some more deer and Cloud. If you look at the points, you know that you don't need to ward that villager, because you know that Dogao is pushing deer. You are against Mongols, you should be behind in points, and if your Mongol's opponent is behind in score, then you know he's pushing deer, because he's not getting any points by scouting. So could have saved those 3 wood, or 2 wood or something, and some headaches. Loom now. No, didn't really get that last year, but it's not too important. That sheep is actually not needed. Put it back to Gao. And those have enough, indeed. Nillimath checks out. We have the uptime here, and Dogao. Does he really want to fight this? Oh yeah, he has more HP. So 8:31 will be his timing. With a very sharp Italian build order, you should be able to do something like 9:20. But it is rough. It's just not distributed too perfectly here either. Now looming and then going up could be the option. Dogao will win that scout war. Second dock. I think it looks really good for Dogao. Scout might go down. That's not a good build order. Really rough start here. 9:59. That's not a competitive time on Rooster. I'd say like 40% of all Rooster games are decided in Dark Age, and I think, I don't want to sound so mean, but this one already feels over here. No man. Double dog now. And Cloud will lose all his fish. Not a mining camp that makes me super happy. Dogao can afford 2 galleys. Only has 1 lumber camp. That's interesting. What is that village up to? Just a house. Is he trying to go for 3rd dock? But interesting. Good luck, cute boy. Good luck with what? 4 on gold. Yeah, actually both of them. Kind of weird, right? Normally you want to have 5 on gold if you go for fire galleys. Tries to save 2 of his fishing ships. And Dogao will also have all the vision in the world. Can maybe just sneak this one villager. And if he just gets a tower up here, the game is over as well. Good luck for casting. Thanks. Okay, first one down. Clouds not even queuing up properly. Oh, Dogao losing some HP here, something I don't like too much. So you don't bite accidentally in your own tongue, for example. Thank you so much. Very considerate of you. How did he get that kill? Weird stuff. Oh god, that's a placement he doesn't want to have. Could run into demo here, but for now it's only fire galleys. Dogao, what does he know about the docks placement? He knows all 3 of them. Has only 2 docks himself, and indeed the tower is coming up there and just blocking both goals. That's so evil. Double decks now for him. The demo will be coming out. Scout is running around. Now some transition into the berries. Ah, this will be so ugly. So ugly, that tower, and there's no chance of Cloud scouting that. Losing the scout early on really hurt him. Is it in range? I believe so. Let's count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Oh, he needs fletching. It's actually 8. Yeah. Thought he would build it here. Yeah, he needs fletching. Okay, now ungarrisoning here. Military count better for Dogao. Let's take a look how the demo can connect. Could be a pretty good one here, Dogao. You don't want to eat that shot. Oh, splits away. That was actually kind of okay for Cloud. Now microing against the left one. Goes down indeed. 4 against 2 damage output, although it's very low on HP. But we'll snag that. 4 against 1 now. And yeah, as I said, it won't be in range. We need fletching for that one. Want it to be too sneaky. Oh, kind of hurts. And indeed, he even gets the blacksmith there. And I think then he will reach everything. It should be. Let's count again. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 tiles. So it's exactly that. So he could reach till here. And with fletching, he should reach all those 4. Pretty sure. Villager difference now up to 7. Fletching means that Dogao can actually eat a big demo shot, and he's doing that. Oh boy. Could maybe do some attack here. Even goes for some of the deer. Dogao, he's not adding enough demos, which is a great hit here for Mr. Cloud. Snags the last fishing ship here, and I think we still don't have fletching out. Oh, very low HP here. Snags that one. Do we have fletching? Oh, we have fletching. Oh, it's still not enough. Oh, only in there. That's an ugly one. How? Let me count again. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So it's raging in here. So it's 9. Interesting. So maybe because it's diagonal to one tile or something. Water still very even. Military count basically non-existent. 2 fishing ships. Cloud at 20 food, 30 gold. Meanwhile, Dogao sitting at 400, 100. But it's 2 against 3 dogs. So Cloud should maybe have an advantage here. Huh. He didn't count the tree next to the tower. Yeah, you don't need to do that. That's basically range 0. Then it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So it's range 9 till here. But since it's 1 tile diagonal, so if it was over here I think he could reach, but since it's 2 tiles over to that area, it can't. Quite weird. Nearly math. Ah, now buying. Hallo Nili, wärst du interessiert an eine Win? Wie? Maybe. I will read the whole sentence after the series. Dogao will click up any second. Could maybe afford a second lumber camp. Oh yeah, he did. Now it's on stone. That second tower will be pretty deadly. Cloud just moving over to the left-hand side here. Does not know about that one, actually. Potkin could be an option. Thing is, what is Dogao's plan? Maybe a third tower over here could be something. Oh, this is so ugly. Resources for Cloud, 250 food, 100 gold. Villager, being my cut back to HP. Yeah. Menu lost. Oh, spoilers in the chat. Oh, wouldn't it have been lovely? Oh no, Liverpool was that. Not that many farms, not that many fishing ships. 2 at the moment. Another tower here. Is that spotted? No! Barely out of range. Oh. And it's just all the gold gone. And now you might say, oh, that's lucky for Dogao that both gold spots are at one spot. But no. He scouted that and he would not have gone for this if it wasn't for those 2 gold spots. I think he would have played barracks into archers if there were 2 different gold spots. Oh. Did Dogao build a single demo this whole game? I'm not sure. And GG by Cloud. As I said, why do you pick Rooster against Dogao? I think this is just really bad. And then you didn't have a super good start yourself. Well, but it is seed number 1 against seed number 16, I believe. So it makes sense that we see an uneven series. It will be actually the second most uneven series of the day. I think we will see a worse one later on. And Dogao is taking the 2-0. When is the Jordan game? I think they're playing 19 GMT, right? And Teddy better for Cloud. I didn't like that Dogao underbuilt demos so heavily. Eco, he was ahead in all levels. Castle Age as well, 959. Has to be better on Rooster. More villages as well, though he reached Castle Age. Really a rough one for Cloud. Was just heavily behind in villagers because he lost all his fishing ships so early. Who's better on water maps, Dogao or fire? Tough to say. Don't really know. There's also like, water isn't water anymore, right? Like islands and Baltics are 2 completely different things now. Heresy unbeaten today? Obviously! What do you think? They are well trained at the moment. Who's your favorite from the qualifier? Dogao. He's just really good. And then it might be fire. That's tricky. Yeah, So bottom is a bit more interesting than the top, I believe. Although, well, no, it's starting out like Winchester against Melkor will be a really good series as well. Really excited for that. Into death on Tuesday. What Tuesday? I don't think so. Dogao end. I said fire, but that's a close one. Okay, guys, jumping into game number 3. Cross now. The home map of Mr. Dogao, and he might have won the mind games here because he is playing Indians against Huns. But be interesting. Huns should have the better eco. Maybe just goes on to mass CA to not get into that camel against knight army composition. Could be pretty nice for him. Both with kind of, well, setup pawns for them. Not really any pawns we have to fight for. Do you give Jordan a chance? Yes. Yes. But let's take a look. Today it will be an easy 3-0. Then against Miguel, that's an interesting series. But he won ECL. He won 2-0. And then it's against potentially Fire or Lux, where he should be the underdog against Fire and probably against Lux even. So I will go that Jordan won't qualify in this one. Why do Huns have better eco? Simply because they save wood on a water map? Yes. It's just such an easy, smooth transition. Like, send the villager at the perfect 150 wood timing and just produce. You don't need the houses. It just feels so natural to boom with them on those water maps. Just ridiculous. Thanks for hosting Neely's Apartment Cup 2. Thanks for thanking me. It was my pleasure. How many players will play Hidden Cup 2? Well, it's a 14-player qualification, 16-player qualification now, and the main event will have 16 players as well. 14 directly qualified and 2 that will make it in now. Miguel played insane today. Okay. Did I change my title? Yes, I did. Feel upset looking at Dogao's berry layout. Why? I'm trying to look up. Something has to be there. Hold the dog. Oh god, that will be so good fish for Cloud. Send some more on board here. So that will be a lot of fishing ship. Okay guys, this is Dark Age of Empires. You will have another 6 minutes of game time to ask me some questions, give me some comments, some feedback, whatever you want to say. Maybe send out some greetings to anyone you know. Because this is just Age of Empires. And we need to wait till the action starts. Go with quite open gold spots, not too pretty. Same for Cloud though. Not the greatest wall options. Maybe wall this off and then take this gold. Could be something. Not that pretty, honestly. Dogao, neither. Will be interesting. I love nearly full homo. Sweet. I think it would make sense to multiply our numbers by 10 to make more nuanced balanced possibilities. I even told that to Cision, and I think it's a great idea. Doesn't work though. But yeah, great idea behind that. Do you think Jordan can reach his former level? I think he's playing better than he used to in the old days. Or he can reach the same level. Let's say it that way. But that isn't enough because everyone else is getting better. And Jordan isn't walking with the time as much as the top players. And that's the issue. Why doesn't it work? Because then you need to program the whole game new. And that's not on the level of balance changes, that's more on the level of game development. Right? They could maybe do that for DE. But Surely not for this one. If you play deathmatch with Dark Age start, how many builds do you make before advancing to Feudal Age? I'd say 2. You build the barracks, house, and the next villager builds a lumber camp or a mill. I think a mill is better than a lumber camp. And then you click up. But I don't know. I told him, and I got a no for that. Would Khmer be really good at DM deathmatch? DM? Yes, absolutely. The best civilization. Together with Chinese, maybe. But yeah, you just wall your villagers and can just rush through ages. It's really good. It's tricky though, because you only have 3 villagers and your opponent has like kind of 9 if you play Chinese. And you're up only like 50 seconds earlier. What's the worst civilization water maps? As I said earlier, there's no water maps. There is different kind of water maps. Long distance and short distance. Short distance, the worst civilization is Vikings. Long distance, the worst civilization, there are probably multiple ones. Franks should be really bad. Maybe civilizations that don't have only bonuses. Maybe Aztecs. Long distance Aztecs is the worst, yeah. Koreans, they have galleons and bracer. So that's bad for short, yeah. But oh, found that one. Good catch here. Let's take a look. Do we have no, we're producing a fire galley. Going for scouts here. Dogao's choice. Archer range for Cloud is on gold. And what a weird mining camp. I could have not, like, if I saw the mining camp, I could have not told you who that is. No galleons, indeed. Koreans don't have demos, that's really bad for short distance then. Dogao, he can just continue producing here. Could maybe build some more fishing ships in the back. Kind of a tricky map to play, this one. And okay, now I'll try to focus on the game again. Scouts are coming around. We'll snag that villager quite easily. Spearmen not getting too much done. And the scouts actually trying to help out their friend instead of trying to go for the kill here. Spearman production towards the back. Let's take a look. 2 spearmen now out. Should be able to defend this. 1 villager probably going down, and Dogao is out of here. Yeah, but lose 2 scouts. Ah, that's a rough one. If it wasn't for the wolf, I think he would have gotten the villager and would have gotten out without any losses. Maybe repairing that dog could be an option for Dogao. And archers could be pretty sexy as well for him. But well, that's easier said than done. No walls from Cloud. For now, that makes a lot of sense. Dogao, I think he should also go for the left-hand side dock. We'll see about that. Now finally starts the repair. And we'll see, Cloud. That's a big problem. When do you stop? How much do you go for? How many fire galleys do you go for? He decides to go for even 4. And what is he attacking here? The wall? Looks like it. Dogao active with the scouts, now sends 1 villager around, and double archery range here at the front. So indeed will be archers. Let's take a look. We have 3 archers out for Mr. Cloud. Goes for more fishing ships. Meanwhile, Dogao goes for 4 as well. Tricky stuff. That's why I never want to have that dock to go up. And well, now a demo even being built. Let's take a look. Is he trying to out-micro this? Not really. Goes for skirmishes first. Didn't really wall this off. And now the dock kind of misplaced. Oh no, he couldn't build it because of the fish. And it changed to move the banner to see the upgrade. The upgrades are under it. At the moment there's no upgrade being researched. It's not overlapping. Now, oh. Or is it? Yeah, exactly. Fletching is the first one. So perfectly lines up. Oh, Demo first hit here, but that wasn't the biggest hit ever. Gets sniped quite heavily here. That one fire galley is not really participating in the fight. That's a better engagement here for Mr. Dogao. Does he keep reducing? Yes, he does. And smashes that. Now some repair, and that extra villager actually being quite handy. Archer's now moving out. Dogao, is he walled? We'll see about that. 24 HP. Could maybe snipe that villager. Scouts aren't getting a lot of stuff done. The next engagement here, still no demo around. Could micro that one back. He's really going for it. Can we see the quick walls here? It's not really quick walls, just walls. In time. And we're just sneaking around. Could be spotted though. Oh, and this is so good for the Dogao. He's now going for fletching as well. His cast edge timing won't be that sexy. Oh, that's a lot of scouts. I completely missed that. He went for so much feudal age army. Quite untypical for Cross here. Another demo could connect with all those fishing ships. And only went for 2. Could have connected with all 4 of them. Marking in the back. Wants to click up any second. Those walls are set up. Where all the skirmishers, they are breaking or going to the front now. All the walls are set up. That should be walled indeed. Demo now around, we'll even that up. Mark it in the back. Solid military for Dogao, but cannot really get the damage done. Fishing ship count quite even. Sneaky dog here. This is a wild one. Bloodlines for Dogao, and he can just go for Skirm and Camel. That will be a tricky army composition. Is there any big tournaments upcoming after HD? Well, there's the big 2v2 tournament, right? And then there is King of the Hippo 7, obviously. But that's before Hidden Cup. And I'll probably do a deathmatch tournament. Like a 1v1 deathmatch tournament. But a short one. Like 32 players, single elimination. Is that open? I think it's open in between here, right? That was somewhat risky. Will participate in it? The deathmatch tournament, you mean? Yeah, probably. Maybe we should do a double elimination then, right? A forest doggo. Okay, scout can get in. What upgrades do we have? +1 defense, bloodlines now coming. Dogao realizes, oh, maybe that's still open. Maybe I'll just do something against that. And that villager will have not the greatest field day. Only 5 on gold initially. Only now 3 on gold. That will be tricky. Breaking through here. What is the plan? Going for knights for now. And war galley upgrades. So that will be tricky. Soon it will be, I believe, maybe even 3 pawns, because Dogao won't really have that for now. Spearman. Gets the kill, villagers on gold. Probably will place the money camp a bit differently, indeed. Second stable coming out as well, and Dogao, I think he needs to run away from this, or is he trying to engage this? Kind of weird. Not a lot of upgrades on his scouts here. Skirmishers only +1 attack for now. And that will be ugly for Dogao. Look at that, pop 77 now. And if fire galleys are leashed everywhere, that will change quite heavily, and all the skirmishes are going down. So pop 77, just 20 seconds to go. Now we're going down to maybe even in the 50s. It's King of the Hippo, a pleb tournament. It's a mixed one. We'll have 4 low qualifiers and 4 high qualifiers. So we had plebs like Tato winning this one. But we had also absolute beasts winning this one, like Teutonic tanks. Couple stable now. Archer range is not doing much. I heard a monastery as well. Was that from Cloud? Yes. And a siege workshop as well from him. 56, so just dropped 21 population, as I said. Dogao, he needs to make something happen with his camels now. What do you think of the idea of negative shift traits for balancing, like +2 cost of units? Not too much. Not a big fan. It does feel like being punished instead of enjoying its civ then. I think that's kind of against the idea of picking a civilization. Like, well, balancing wise it might be good, but emotionally it doesn't really work that well with me. I'm a very emotional player. Villager, can she be safe? 4 HP here, 1 HP, and oh, didn't try to dodge the shot. Oh, and Cloud didn't take care. That will be some 2 dead Mongols. Yeah, didn't get any conversion. Pikeman transition now. I think Dogao needs to go for some archers or something again. That barracks will be denied, or will it? Bop. Bop. So that will be only 2 barrack production instead of 3 barracks production. Quite significant difference. Dogao, indeed he's going for CA. I thought about it. What's better here? Crossman or CA? And CA for the mobility. Quite nice. 3 CCs for him. And also, you don't have Arbalest. That's quite a problem. Please put Dracont and Robo in the same qualifier. No, it's open sign up again, and I even changed the rules to make something like what Robo did last time not happen again. I clearly stated this time every move needs to be to increase your winning chances, not to annoy your opponent. 3 pikemen, let's take a look. Just next 1 monk, snacks. Is he really willing to fight against the pikeman there? I think he should have sniped the monk first. I think that's a big mistake of people. Like going for the monk after they already converted. That doesn't make a lot of sense. That was a horrible engagement for Dogao. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. That's pretty good for Cloud now. He's ahead by 7 fishing ships. Has basically 3 pawns. And has a nice setup here. There's 3 barracks, the siege workshop, a monastery. Dogao is not on stone to defend it with any fortification there. It's an interesting one. Cloud. That was sloppy by him, that he did allow that dock to go up. Double the fish. Galley upgrade now. Not really going for anything. Solid mango shot here. No, actually he's attacking the house. Okay. Thought that could be the great next one. Hill advantage. Oh no, it wasn't. Thought that was a hill advantage. Interesting. Workshop not producing at the moment. Pikemen piking away. Those pointy boys. That's just sloppy by Cloud. That allowed that to happen. Dogao sitting behind with 3 TCs. Now goes on to stone. 3 archer range CA. Cloud, he's not going for enough mangonauts for my taste. Well, 2. That's reasonable. No real stone income. And that's going to be ugly. No more double the fish count. But I love that tower, honestly. The tower push behind just makes it so much easier in all Mangonel wars. Even sees that now. Villager should be microed over. Stable is going to go down. There's not a lot of damage output from that tower here, only 1 villager inside. There's not that much fish left in the right-hand side corner, but as we all know, with gill nets, those villagers, those fishing ships are faster than farmers. So that's the main reason why you want to keep them alive. So controlling all that area. The tower actually could have even been cancelled and built a bit further forward. How can Dogao hold this? He can click up to him pretty soon. 300 stone for him. Can he get a castle up somewhere? Don't really see that happening. Oh, that could be a nice interception here. Maybe mangonel, maybe some pikemen. Could also be a great ground attack against that though. At the moment Cloud sees that. One conversion, 2 mangonels. No real connections though. 1-for-1 trade. Dogao can click up in reasonable time. Cloud, not that quickly. University now being built. And Cloud, he should just continue building more fishing ships. That's just like Itaro would have 35 fishing ships now instead of 9. Oh boy! That was a solid shot. Two people are going through. There's only one qualifier, the top 2 are going through. They won't play the finals, no. Since there won't be any seeding, don't need to. Yeah, it's just basically 2 best of 8 brackets. Oh yeah, 2 8-people brackets. Castle now for Dogao. He is ahead by 6 villagers. Even fishing ship count, military count better for Cloud. His resources not too pretty. He goes for the full castle age attack. Look at that. Ay. Adds 2 more stables. Goes the long way every single time though. Do we have a conversion here? Takes 1 CA for 1 monk. Needs a conversion after that, and that's not too pretty for him. Oh god, that one pikeman is just going ham. Look at that, he's killing everything! That's a hero pikeman! Oh god. He just went ham. Killing everything. Oh god. Okay, both with the close to exact same imp timing here. Dogao, what are we doing now? Mass CA apparently. Yeah, there's only one qualifier. Or you can like 1 qualifier where the top 2 advance, or 2 qualifiers where the top 1 advances. Kind of the same. You don't need to put them into 1 bracket. And oh, attack! Value of that pikeman indeed, yeah. 2 relics being picked off here for Cloud. Nice job there. Only has 400 stone though. This is the spot where you kind of want to have your aggressive castle and get the traps rolling. Also can do some side shenanigans. Ah, that tower maybe later him a bit. But that's ugly, losing those 2 gold spots. So he's only on that one at the moment. And that extra one at the side. So pretty important for him to not lose all those villagers. But well, at the moment it looks like he might actually do exactly that. Patrol even forces him back. Not too pretty for him. With the greatest gold income. Ah, here it is. Oh, Tower Castle, guys! I wanted to get one very aggressively up here. And those cavaliers soon to be They're still lacking the +4 defense, but that's a tricky one. Oh boy, that's a horrible fight for Dogao. Just shortly before him losing so much. Look at that. And eating the big mango shot here. Dogao, he will lose this game most likely. Cloud just with Hans, and Hans are just, well, they're Hans, I heard. Lose that gold spot, and Mangonels are continuing to move in here. Villagers are trying to fight off the Mangonels. But this is going to be tricky. The push will continue. We have more stables at the front, collecting more of those relics as well. And yeah, Cavaliers just killing so many villagers. Now difference 30 villagers over a population close to 50 as the difference. The only thing lacking is the castle here, but now he's sending a lot of villagers forward. Is he building it somewhere here? Okay. I think controlling that hill could have been the better choice, but he also wants to control those extra, or those 2 gold spots. So I can see the reasoning for that. How much gold do we have left here? 1.5k. And okay, so 2.1k roughly. Overall, gold left here for Dogao until he needs, he needs to control that gold again. But I don't really see that happening. We need to have the big camel transition now, but we already have the pikeman tech for Cloud as well. So it will be really tricky. A lot of CA going down here. That's not... That hurts quite a bit. More ratings at that side. And Cloud, he's just playing this down quite smoothly. Over here now some fish traps. That as well. Ram. Capture Ram upgrade is coming. Harbor the attack. This is all looking way too solid here for Cloud. We'll snag that TC away. That will be 16, 17 dead villagers, something like that. 4 camels won't really do the job here. Well, 8 camels, neither. Some more barracks. Cloud, he's not really going for the stranglehold. Not really controlling that hill. Not going for all the kills around. But it doesn't really matter. Cloud just too strong with an army composition. Or well, just with numbers here. To just push everywhere. Castles should be coming out as well. Dogao cannot really afford the trap apparently. Well, did survive here, so that was a good one for Dogao at the moment. Some gold here, and finally the castle, which I wanted to see a bit earlier. One conversion started now. Harvarders are just tracking those camels, no chance. There. Dogao needs to go back, is going for skirmishes. Maybe he thinks, okay, Pop 120 can do something, but he simply doesn't see the population of Cloud. And he still feels like, okay, Indians, if I get control over that gold back again, Imp Camels and Elite Skirmishers are obviously pretty damn deadly, but well, we need to get to that first, right? And we, with our all-seeing eye, know that this will be really tricky. Even if he has 10 fishing ships here. Another conversion, Pop 170 against Pop 20, that continues. More traps, that's sweet. Cloud, why did he not start the trap production? I was so sure that that would happen. If the Botkin arrow only now, quite late. He's not really getting the numbers in. Finally starts with 1 trap. Goes for the repair as well. Those Cavaliers could be blocked out. Let's take a look at the camels. They're getting some good damage done. Some repair on that trap. And those were 3 wasted Cavaliers here. Or will he get the kill? 20 HP? No, okay. And that castle unanswered for now. And those villagers with attempt number 3 will finally go down because the castle can't give shelter anymore. I'm supposed to hype this. Sorry. I hype it if it's close. Do you? What series was it? I think it was the Nikov against the Viper series? I think so, right? Where MBL and Libby were casting. And MBL after the draft said, yeah, I don't want to de-hype it, but this is over. After the draft. Oh, that was professional casting as well there. Lightcast now moving in. +2, +4 on those. Habadi is not with the greatest positioning. Cloud's not playing this too well to finish it out. That's just too far ahead here. houses going down, so many raids everywhere, no gold control here, and Dogao, yeah, he's making something happen with his traps, but now lost his castle. That means no answer to the traps in the long run. And Cloud with the hussars now should finish that. Dogao doesn't even have the pikeman tech, I believe. Is even getting raided in the back here. Makes it really, really tricky for him. Oh, that villager, is that still the first villager from the very beginning? Would be sick. And Dogao needs to tap this one out. Rough game for him. That castle age push was just nice. Dogao, 1-2 few mangles there. And yeah, nice push by Cloud. Quite fortunate for him that he got that dog one, and well, did defend properly here. So that was sweet for him. G to the G, achievement. Cloud with the better KD, kind of obvious, and had the better eco. Look at that. Close to 9k more food there. Rest is somewhat even. Cloud with more gold. And the long run would have had more gold as well, since Dogao didn't have any more control. 114 villagers was the highest Dogao got to. Not where he wanted to be. And we can update the score. 1-2-2. I think T90 should do a promo by hiding a cup and organizing a treasure hunt in the community to the hidden cup. He should ensure not to hide in England though. The cup never goes there. Putting an interesting idea and a joke in there as well. Okay, what's up next? Will be Cup. Interesting. And we have left Malay and Malians against Franks and Japanese. Okay. Are you casting John's game? We will cast all the games together. I think Malco against Winchester will be the more interesting series, so we might just jump into that. I just want to thank you for NSC2 again. I had a good time. Let me see if I can...
The last night.
I just wanted to thank you for NSC2 again. I had a good time. It was nice meeting you. We spoke shortly after leaving the Shisha bar the last night. Ah, yeah, you were outside there. Okay. Yeah, was lovely. Was really great that so many of you came there. And sweet stuff. Leaving the Shisha bar the last night, you probably mean Saturday evening, right? I'm pretty sure. Yeah. What happened to taking a day off? Addiction! What can I say? It isn't clever. I didn't sleep well the last 2 days because I was traveling. And yeah, then I felt like, what do I do with my life if I don't cast for the next 12 hours? And I checked what else I could do, and nothing came up. Not having any friends helps to cast a lot. Then I spent an hour to do all the settings and all the info for King of the Hippos 7 tournament coming up next weekend. And well, then I sat down and casted as Y against Frantic, which was a pretty good series. And now going through a lot of 1v1s here. Who are already classified? You mean qualified? The top 14. Go over to AOE zone and find out. So basically everyone who is higher rated than Dogao and tried to sign up is already qualified. Cloud playing melee against Dogao, and I don't know this map, so let's take a look into that one. So we're having Dogao Franks, we have berries, we have deer close by, we have water in the middle, but not. Okay, is fish. That's without fish. We have some gold there, but we have normal gold as well. That's a weird wood line. That really looks like a custom map. If you see wood lines like those. Oh, there's some really nice. You have at least one good friend. His name is Stout. Oh, that's true. King of the Hippo sign-ups open. No, not yet. I'm just waiting for PKZ to put it on the front page. Yesterday, one of the Chinese players trashed the fishing ships. Interesting. Okay. Okay, 3 on wood here, but if you build fishing ships, then I'm not sure if Franks are that good on this map. Huh. Did I boar just push the deer? Looked like it. Yeah, it did. Apparently boars and deers have minimum distance. And the deer is spawning in that. So the deer always keeps running back and the boar is pushing it away. Look at that! I didn't even know that. So weird. It's actually boar are pushing away deer and the deer spawn is more in that direction. So they're naturally always running back. The boar spawn is here. That's wild. Wild action here. Why are we building another house? Boars are aggressive creatures. Probably. Okay, Cloud is not building a dock. I thought this was standard for this map. I think if you're playing melee, interesting. Okay, some extra gold. I think that isn't that important because you have your normal gold, right? I think that makes more sense if you generate the map with less than normal gold. Still interesting. And some extra stuff to fight for. Oh god. I think they're playing with some not too nice lag. Barracks now. Does Cloud know where Dogao is? Yes. What about Dogao? He's now starting to scout. Did a good loop around his own TC, second lumber camp, and is now going for it. He should somewhat know that he is at the edge of that path, right? That could be an interesting map for King of the Hippo. Oh, Dogao! You never want to lose HP on your scout if you scout rush. Oh god. Oh. Heresy headquarters. Okay, Cloud collecting 10 gold. Or is he? Is he? Is he? He is. Now goes for the big vault. And what is that? A rush? Oh, Dogao wanted to go for the wall in here. Born in order. Cheers for 200 biddies. So that's a Drush? Does he want to play Drushfast Castle? On this map? Oh, I think that spells troubles. Interesting. I think that shouldn't really work.
Apa sasananya Baginda?
The map is still open. Huh, but let's see. Rush FC into harbors. That would be epic. But, well, that costs a lot of stone. But he has good stone. Fear the man who has nothing to lose. Probably. Why is he building a palisade wall here instead of a house? Was it that short on wood? Maybe. Dogao just way too safe there. All walled up. Cloud. Oh, it could have been smaller walls, but okay. Gold safe. Front still open. And it actually will be Drush into flush. But what did the Drush achieve? Not much, but well, force some quick walls, force some lost time. Not on gold behind this though. So what is that? A stable? An archery range? Now is on gold. Second lumber camp. I'm confused, guys. This is cup, right? Okay. So this is the cup. Okay. Now I got it. Yep. Spearman. Another spearman here. Don't tell me he's aggroing. No. What's the plan of Cloud?
Apa sasananya Baginda?
I want Grass Jordan. You have nearly Jordan. What more do you need? What more do you need? Dogao, try to engage this one with 18 HP, rest full HP, just focus down on the spearman first. Low HP, one actually went for the right hand side aggro there. Not the best engagement here for the Dogao. Loses one scout and loses a lot of HP on 4 other ones. Now blacksmith and archer range behind this. Both players kind of ignoring the water. Just hope Jordan doesn't retire. Apparently he has a lot of new motivation after last ECL. And oh, Miguel even says Jordan is back. Well then, Jordan is back. Archer range now from Dogao. Could have made an argument for archer range, blacksmith, and then the second archer range, just to get fletching a bit earlier. Still no one really going for any center control here. Trust me, Tedder will play this differently. Jordan was never gone. Okay. What's not playing a single game of Age of Empires in 2 years then? Not gone? If we see Slam versus Jordan today, who would win? Interesting one. I think Slam. If it's a random rated game, Slam. It's a best of 7 with $1,000 on the line. Jordan. Blacksmith now. Still not a single villager on gold. Huh. Ooh, that could be another good pointy boy. Got 2 hits off. Or maybe 2, but only 1 damage. Something like that. Finally fletching, finally going on gold. Why is Malay so strong here? That's too many on gold as well. What is that? 11 villagers on gold. Hera told me if you play fast castle across the man, you want to have 8 on gold. The Max told me if you want to have 2 archer rangers producing archers, put 7 on gold. Wasted Waffle said, this guy is so nice and knowledgeable, let's better quickly use my Twitch Prime and subscribe for free. Good choice. Harbors, okay. Let's see about that then. That will obviously get cleared up. Not really sure why he moved out there. I think maybe he just could have camped there as well. Just always waste, or is it? Well, at least he's saving that rest of the army. I think he just sort of sent 2 skirmishes instead of... This could actually cost him a scout, or 2 even. Yeah, 2 scouts gone. If you just send 2 skirmishes... And yeah, they're not very important, but just to have more map vision, look scarier, maybe to snipe a monk later on. And is his army that much better if he has 2 more skirmishes there? I doubt it. Double stable now. What is Cloud going to go for? Is it elephants or is it knights? I think elephants might be the better option here. Especially against Franks. Don't really expecting too many crossmen, monks or something there. Okay, what are we going for? I see crossbowman, I see error message by Dropbox. And I... Padded archer instead of Botkin. Dogao, look at that. 2 scouts. Could have been 4 scouts. Double stable, double archer range. Not going for Botkin, but goes for the upgrades first. Interesting. Still no elephants as well. Okay, goes for 1 knight. It's actually quite some solid damage. Oh, the guy walled behind that. Nice move here to buy himself some more time. Doing some guaranteed damage there. Does 10 damage per hit, so that's sweet for him. Skirms are trying to run on the GC now. Knight could actually squeeze through and just see if he can damage something. But obviously, Knight will be produced here by Dogao. Who's going for +2 instantly. Still no Botkin. No elephants here. What is the plan of Cloud? I think he needs to go back indeed. That's a nice choice in my books. Because that army will always get cleared up. Oh, he has Botkin. I was wrong. Missed something. Sorry, guys. Dogao will see that. Will lose his scout. And now it's time to really run home with those crossmen. Just very important to save those for him. 2 elephants in the front. Should perform pretty well against the knights. Oh, 3 wolfers. Not too important. Lost 4 HP. 4 knights out now. Oh, he needs to send his own army there. Okay. All good. He got home. Dogao just barely missed him. Knights not with the greatest vision, even Frank once. Elephants now moving forward, can easily snack those knights away. 250 HP, just so tanky. 3 TCs here is the step for Mr. Dogao. University quite late. Heavily housed here as well. Oh, still no ballistics. +1 defense, now monastery here. The question is, what will the monastery do against all that mass amount of crossbowmen? Will be somewhat tricky. Cloud, did he scout that one? Didn't see the monastery. That has to be close. Although he never saw the houses, so wasn't even close. These 2 tiles away. These 3 tiles away. Viper hasn't been the same since before NSC2. What did you do to him? What changed?
Apa syasananya
What's
baginda?
different? We want game 5.
Apa
Well, let's see about that.
baginda?
It's on the hands of those 2 players.
Yasakuka
Oh, now we have the dog action here. But not really the castle. Some demos could be nice. Harbor time. Not really. He's not on stone. I think it's just 1 or 2 demos. This could be sexy enough. Mango Papa! Thanks for the compliment that you're happy that I'm streaming, but next time try it without insulting another streamer. Yeah, heavy demo isn't the most important thing here. Just normal demo is fine. Let's take a look. Engagement here is taking a good one on the left hand side. The monk just having the misclick here. Quite far at the front. 1 elephant is chasing this down. The second monk here dropping his relics to get something done. And that's a good engagement here for Cloud, I believe. Yeah, we will have 1 conversion against that. Even a full HP elephant. 1 focusing on the dog. Not too good here. And, well, what are the elephants doing? Not the prettiest fight. I think that could have been better. Focus a bit better. Their demo against demo. Oh god, this could be so bad! This could be, guys! Oh! 8 crossbows going down there. It could have been even worse if we went a bit more to the left-hand side. 1 demo to return the favor is snacking. 2 enough, maybe even 3 knights against him. And this is the beauty of the map here. Oh boy. How did Cloud stand out there after, or kept being on that mangrove area after he saw that the dog was out? Oh god, this could be such a bad hit here again. Dogao, why is he not trying to go for it? Oh, oi, oi, oi. Could have been so much worse though. 3 TCs. Stable production continues, added 3rd stable. Some more demos from both sides. 2nd dog now. Now heavily on stone. 30C is up and... Oh, okay, now we see War Galley. So that gives us the better demos. Ay, ay, ay. That could have been like just game ending, basically. If he got all the crossbows. And he wasn't too far away. If he just doesn't connect from here, but just runs around a bit. Oh. Can the boat... I think they cannot pass this area. To the top. Uh-oh. And he can just go to the safe water now. So weird. Oh, this 1 demo is getting... Oh, massive amount of damage again. Tado's trying to overtake. Another demo needs to come around. Let's take a look here, but a lot of demos against that. Oh boy, those could go down against the other demos. Tado's trying to come from behind. That is a solid connection, number 1. Connection against that. That was not the connection he wanted to go for. And that went well for Tado. In the end, less investment. Oh, what a pretty one. Although, well, only 1. I think Cloud keeps having his demos on aggressive stand ground instead of defensive one and just detonating them on his own. Wow. Oh. Tado, did I just say Tado? Oh, it's just demos for me. Demos are Tado. Sorry. Players are Dogao against Cloud. Whew. Sorry. It's Hidden Cup. How would I know who plays? We have an in timing of Cloud any second here. That's if you ever want to know how to efficiently build a TC. Don't rewatch that record. Ay. Now goes from mass war galleys here. Upping now. Dogao, he will click up any second as well. It's hidden cup, guys. Names don't really matter. Don't we have? What am I doing? Huh? What the? What is my go-to university hotkey? What? It's bugged. What? Cashboard! Cashboard! I changed my computer language. My keyboard language. Okay. Let's take a look. Elephants cannot really do much. Castle is coming. That means harbor attack could be coming as well. War galleys here. We could see some arbalists as well. Oh, tricky one. First trap. I think the Lacracy would have been so much better. The Lacracy first. Racer now as well. Wow, just 3 demos. Could get big connections in here. It's still very clumped up. Let's take a look what he can get. And well, 1 solid connection there. The 3rd one. First 2, not too efficient. Indeed, this is the qualifier for Hidden Cup. This is not Hidden Cup itself. Now goes for the extra gold. Actually, he still has enough control over the other gold, so it wasn't that important. But for the long run, makes a lot of sense. Could also just harbor everything around. That would be a scary force, though. Here for Dogao. What's the action of Cloud? What is he going for? More elephants for now. Only out of 2 stables, though. Dogao will lose a lot of ground. But I think he should win the land. Fight quite heavily. And he can raid quite a bit. And yeah, I would be surprised if we aren't overchopped. Basically everywhere. This will be brutal. And there's not a lot of demos. Huh. Lacracy. Is he going for what? Is he going for hand cannoneers? Oh, this is an interesting game here. Paladin upgrade even. Okay, 1 conversion. Those elephants aren't that sick against galleons and crossbowmen. Monk should die. Nettle, cheers. 8 months of support. Cloud, what is Cloud's plan at the moment? Harbor the attack. Well, that makes a lot of sense. Seas, mass, cavaliers, now moving forward. Demos cannot really get too much done. That's not the best fight for Dogao. Just say Tero again. Castle is going down, no repair there, kind of sloppy. Oh, villagers are in time to get the repair done. And elephants are they now right-clicking that trap? Looks like it. Harbor the attack is coming as well. Skirmisher here for Dogao, who's trying to repair that trap. And that was like 7 elephants going down. And the trap still surviving. So that was pretty rough. So we need to have that castle getting to Lacracy for us. Harbor the numbers, not that scary. Not that scary at all. Not a lot of food here for Cloud. Tries to get another castle up. Do we have... Oh, that's still open as well. That's open. Oh, rough ones. He needs to get some walls up here very quickly. He could actually trap that whole army. the paladins are going down.
Apa Shasananya.
That could be so sick. Just wall off here, and you trap the whole army. Tricky. Oh god, why would you wall with palisade gate? This is a spot where you always want to wall with the stone gate. He has enough stone for it as well. But well, it's broken instantly anyways. What? Oh. Forging now. Oh god, those halberdiers not too scary. +1, +0. More dogs. I want to see harbors, not dogs. And those are a lot of villagers going down. I think Dogao. In the long run, he's looking bad, but I think he might just be able to get big enough of an advantage. Finally, the Locracy coming. So the harbor attack is on the way. Dogao, 20 population ahead. Don't trade too efficiently against all the halberdiers, but he should snag 20-30 villagers before he will lose all of his paladins. And well, that's an optimistic trap if I've ever seen one. Oh, that could die quite easily. Oh god, Paladin's getting so many kills. Finally, the harbors are helping out as well. Heavy galleon production here. Can't cloud stabilize after this one. He needed to be safe. He saw the paladin from so far away as well. How did he not be able to wall this off? Just wall this off over here and he would be in a beautiful spot against this.
Apa Shasananya.
This way it gets really, really tricky. But halberdiers, they are doing their job. And remember, all the gold control in the world for Mr. Cloud. Simply controlling this area alone. And doing some damage. Every paladin coming out. Winning another fight here. Now raiding some of that gold. And suddenly population difference is only at 20. Harbors are affected by ballistics. Yes, they are. Some small redock here by Dogao. Garants are coming over. Demo might even commit against the traps here. Get to some damage. And second, Demo might even finish the job. That one indecisive. Cloud stabilized. I think this should be Cloud's game. Oh, gets the monastery with all the relics as well here at the front. Dogao, pop 150. This is such a tricky game to play for both of them. 2 relics here in the back. Whew. Could be game number 5 and could be like a big favorite for some people. Number 1 seed. Might be forced into distance here against DKT Cloud. Into game number 5. Let's take a look what those galleons are getting done. Well, we'll snipe some skirmishes. Congratulations to that. Well, Karambit Warrior, he will really change the outcome of that fight. Just need to get the traps over here, closer to the galleons. Maybe even cannon galleons as an option. And well, we can see that. Now the paladins are coming over, trying to snipe the traps, but will pay with their lives. Oh, but now we have fast fire ships. Just think about it. If we had like 3 harbors here, that would be good enough as well. Another trap did by himself. Some stone. Don't get fooled by the overlay. It's not 1k stone board. But still, where are the harbors? Just spam those harbors like there's no tomorrow. Should be the plan here. Okay, he's building some more in the back. Trap out over here could help out. Villager production needs to be consistent here. Not really happening at the moment. Some demos at the front. As mentioned before, we don't have heavy demos for melee. Shouldn't be the most important thing though, because harbors can just deal with that. And just put them all around here. Oh, Malaya is so sexy for this one. Oh.
Apa Shasananya Baginda. Apa Shasananya Baginda. Yasaku Baginda.
He's running through again. Cloud, you need to do a better job of walling this. Again, no real rally control. Dogao just so much more efficient there. Yeah, he has the extra gold. 450 for him. No one started that one, I'm pretty sure about that. Cloud. Obviously not. +1 on those halberdiers. Heavily under upgraded. Lost that castle now, something that should never happen. Demo's getting okayish connections. Galleons patrolling in. Those guys don't really know what to do with their lives. Could be camping over here, sniping some of those monks. Could intercept all those paladins as well. Great positioning by them at the moment. Oh, can Dogao maybe still finish this one? Could be an option. Just mass paladins, mass fire ships. But, well, they are going down now. Fast fire ships. Another push here, and those elephants, they are still taking reasonable damage actually from skirmishes, so not the perfect counter, although you'd think like skirmishes against elephants, but well, the lay elephants, not the sickest in the game. Oh, needs to run to that TC now. Oh, what a sick game again. We have been blessed with some really entertaining games today, that's for sure. Now the Skirm doing some shenanigans, 3 against 0 traps at the moment. Demo with a nice connection. Another one at the top. Now the Harvard attack for Dogao coming up. Siege workshop here, elephants moving forward. What do they really want to go for? Now just patrolling in. That means just trading off against some light cav. Traps won't be touched behind this. They will most likely fall. Fast fire ships should just die against all those harbors. Not too much happening there. Just snipe that one trap and smash harbors around the map again. Should be the plan. But that's obviously easier said than done. Pop 150 and he's just getting raided over and over again. Finally fighting down that one skirmisher. Over 1 year indeed.
Über ein JAHR schon.
Oh, that's an ugly raid here. Dogao gets in some solid damage here against the Eco. Cloud dropping below 140. Pop, and oh no, it seems like Dogao will make it happen. That skirmisher raid just pretty brutal. Sending more army around here. Nice sneaky move as well. Smack some villagers here. Got those at the gold. Luckily that is somewhat walled off. No, it's still open there. Those harbors aren't doing enough. Raiding that at the side as well. Elephants are coming over. Let's take a look how we snipe those. Or are we even sniping those? Archer in this now. Maybe some more barracks and get Dogao adding those now. Just moves back. Tries to snipe some more. His resources looking quite okay as well. Staying back, very active. Did he scout the gold at the top? No, he didn't. Maybe wants to go for that gold at the side again. He, as we can see, is only collecting his gold from relics at the moment. So not really with any villagers, at least at this point. Harvey production now, +2 defense only on those now as well. But well, what can we say? Cloud is still sitting at +1/+1. Heavy blow for him quite late as well. Pop 115 and Dogao. It looked pretty bad for him at one point. It felt like melee power should reign supreme, but those paladins in the first raid just did so much damage, and Cloud never was really able to recover and get onto all his army here. 60 population difference now. Well, but those harbors, they're still doing their job. Sniping quite nicely. For sure. Traps continuing now. 78 villagers only for Cloud. He keeps on producing, but this is such a tough job. Loses more villagers here, and that's just a full forward that will be so tricky for Mr. Cloud to answer. He has to resign this one. Another 1 hour game. What a beautiful one, Cloud. Thanks for that great series, but in the end, Dogao goes through. But he didn't look that sharp. Especially the civilization choice is really questionable for me here with Franks. Not so sure about that. Achievements. Better KD for Dogao, got a lot of villagers in the end there. Harbor is not that strong, and well, quite a lot of galleons invested into the fast fire ships there in the end. Dogao had more gold, not in the long run though. 97% map explored, but not at 3% with the gold at the top there. And 3 relics. What a shame that Cloud isn't putting enough effort in scouting those. Still, very good series. And we will see what we will cast next. I will cast the same series as T90 and MEMP. So we'll get rid of that. Cloud throw, melee is OP there. It can't be a throw. He was never really too far ahead. Maybe it was a misplay. Debbie, why did you change your name to something I can't pronounce? Is that Justus? Debbie? Because they took the Debbie name? Who is that they? And why? What happened? I will ask, what's the plan? Oh god, what happened to my keyboard? What? German Casboard. Yes, back to it. Casboard. So, happening right now should be Winchester against Malco and Jordan against Terror. Okay, so T90 is not really happy with how this all went down. So we will jump into Winchester against Melkor. And we're already deep into this one. Let's see what map it is. Winchester versus Melkor. And we will have to speedcast that quite heavily. Winchester against Melkor, that's Ireland. Okay, luckily it's Arabia. Where is Ireland? Ah, there it is. And Winchester is from Russia, obviously. La la la. I should really change the way I change flag. It's really inefficient at the moment. Okay, and the score is 0-0 now. And I will say, welcome YouTube! We are looking into just jumping wildly into this game. Winchester against Melkor was overlapping with another game we casted earlier. And we're looking into Arabia, so map number 1. I'm trying to stay at 75% speed, but that will be tricky. We're trying to catch up with the live game. And Malkor is playing Slash, Winchester is playing Marians. He is played something like Fast Castle from the looks here, and Malkor with Slav is playing still very heavy in Feudal Age. His 3 villages ahead is now getting real barrel, and Yeah, since this is Arabia, the score has to be 0-0. We didn't really catch the action. And after that, we will try to figure out what the home maps are and what really happened here. We will cast the Jordan series after this. Winchester won Arabia. What? Ah, okay. Ah, okay, this game won. So we're just getting spoiled. Who won this one? We will watch it to the end and then go into game number 2 as soon as it ends. Trust FC here did a lot of damage apparently. Extra TCs 2. Oh, some big attack here. Malco could maybe do something. Has skirmishes with +2/+2 soon. Knights could maybe do something. Siege Workshop now from Malco. Here plays it. 1 TC. Knows that he needs to go all in. Knows that he's heavily behind in economy. Warrior attack now for Winchester goes for 3 of them. 3 barracks. Nice nice splits here. Nice splits. Oh god. Malco. Oh, the basement around it as well. Pikeman tech. Castle. Oh boy. Walled off for now. Can we see those 2 Manglers? Can they get the connections? Not really yet. That villagers for sure. On Pikeman's next Mangonel there. The game deciding moment here. If Malco is able to do some damage, and well, he's doing pretty well. But 1 Mangonel down, 2 Mangonel down here at the side. Crossbowmen are still staying supreme. And it looks like Winchester can hold this one off with 20 more population. And as we said, Malco is just playing this one base all in. Mangonel is going down. And from here on, the game is basically over. Just need to micro this. Oh, we have a second TC actually for Malco behind this. That's just Eagles production, Plumed Archer production, enough stone for another castle. Where's Winchester building it? Oh, over the right hand side. A bit surprised by that. I think something here to control the gold could have been an option as well. But Malco is giving this up and we can just catch up with everything else. And yeah, Spectator is already pretty high here. And so, let's take a look. Arabia was 1, so we will have Winchester with the 1-0. His remaining civilizations are... So Winchester has Chinese, Indians, Japanese, and Mongols left. And we have Malco left with Hans, Khmer, Malia, and Celts. And that's not Dogao, but Malco. Right? And now we are all set up. I cannot really give you the... No, I can tell you that it's Gold Rush, and that's the home map of Malco. Right? I think we're all set up. Winchester, Malco, everything fine, right? Sean deleted his channel? No, he didn't. And yeah, that was unfortunate. Trying to catch up here, and Winchester, I need to save that. Score 1-0. Here we go! Jumping into game number 2. That was pretty shaky, but I hope you understand all the troubles. Let's hope that it will still be a good series. After that, we will cast Jordan against Terror, so I will change that order as well. And Taro versus Jordan. Bap. That's how we roll. Jumping into game number 2. Now. John vs. Taro will be casted after this series. I think they either played or are playing. I think it was scheduled for 19 GMT. But as I said several times, I don't expect this series to be interesting. Stream title will be updated to Winchester versus Melkor. Cheers for that. That was all way more hectic than I thought. Terror is John Slow. Guys, how can you turn on hidden shift pick option on Woobly? If you're in the game room, advanced settings. Is your way to go. Interesting pause here. Let me see, what are the friend foe colors? Do we want to have yellow against red? Kind of weird, right? I'd say with Winchester blue, Melkor red. Although actually the red army should be Winchester. But well, we can't have everything. Okay guys, question answer time. Just in case this ever happens again, what could I have done better? Maybe that's the moment where you give me feedback. Tyrant John 23 is not existing anymore. What a surprise that he isn't Tyrant. Obviously he did rename his channel. He's not Tyrant. Tyrant the Viper isn't existing anymore either. Secret John. But yeah, he isn't streaming anymore. Okay, Indians against Huns. So that's a pretty good matchup for Winchester. Defensive gold spots though, that could be an okay-ish. Fast castle and closer goal for Melkor. I'm interested to see how this one plays out. Still the question again, could I have done anything better to have the transition smoother there? I know that one, but able to find Viper, but wasn't for Jordan. Even tried secret tag. Yeah, then the 23 is tricky. You just could have checked AoE zone at the site. Google could have helped. His Twitter could have helped. Yeah, or just asking him. Sometimes there are friendly people around. Tinanibu, lurking around here. Long pause. I'm a bit surprised. Only sometimes though. Yeah, that's true. Can you explain to me, Dabson, what happened with your name? Oh, Debbie was taken. And you wanted to get away from Dabson. Okay, what's the meaning of your name? I can see Justus, I can see Debbie. And then we have P and Phi, or Fl. So that's Flo. And PI is Pink Floyd. Okay. Justus Pink Floyd Debbie. Okay. I thought it was Flo. I just thought about someone in the community. Oh god, game runs really unsmoothly now. After this long pause. Feels bad, man. Not much we can do against that, even if we change the speed. It just lags us down.
Yes.
Okay, maybe after this it runs smooth again. Oh boy. Oh boy. Melkor is wanting to the feudal age, so that will be scouts from him. Trying to go for some pressure. Winchester will play Pop 21 as well. That is a forward. Oh no, that's actually only going for that deer. Sorry. Got a bit excited. No, it's about two. I stole two and I just bad scouted. Then it's probably okay. Thanks. Ah, okay. So what was it? Okay, so Winchester thinks he had two bucked sheep somewhere. And now Malco says, I scouted two. Okay. Ah, and now the game runs smoothly again, right? Oh well, I'm not really at the edge. Huh? Are we falling behind again? Oh golly. Not really sure what happens here. I know that Malco isn't microing his villages on wood too well. One here, one stable. And that will just be the normal stable war. Okay. To shave regularly, but can't grow a nice beard. Worst of both worlds. Yeah. The same with my back hair. Need to shave every 1 week. Every 2 weeks maybe. But can never get to that cozy hoodie style. The wolf outfit. I always need to buy wolf costumes for Halloween. Worst of two worlds. Winchester just wants to scout. Winchester didn't even find Malco yet. I was putting his villager back. Interesting. Okay, so he has zero idea what's actually going on. What kind of wolf outfit? The one with hair on the back. No one need a beard? What? Then he should shave his back hair into a hippo. Wouldn't that be good? Beard is best. Agreed. Viper grew a surprisingly thick beard as well. By the way, I don't really understand one thing, like how it works. Well, first of all, let's take a look if we lose a villager here. No, we won't. Now screaming out. So grills, they like, or like some girls like chest hair, but most girls hate back hair. So how should that work? Is there like a line at your shoulder where it's okay at the front to have hair, but at the back it should suddenly stop? Oh, there we see a villager going down. Yes, we do. Some spearmen getting some hits off here as well. And Malco just went for a lot of production. Creeper, X60, cheers. And I think Vince should have just gone for more spearmen. Not having any map vision there. Didn't really allow him to see what was coming his way. It's called my arms. So like the front part of my arms should be hairy, but the back parts of my arms should be without hair. What, there's some that like chest hair? Yes, absolutely. Knuckle hair. What? Okay, I can tell you a hair story after this game. Yeah. One arm hair, the other not. That would be so sick. Just go half wolf style. Not front back, but left right. Hair or not hair. Oh, nice quick waltz. No, it was broken. Spearman, low HP. Why did Winchester stop producing Spearman? He's in some trouble here. Winchester's getting a lot of stuff done. Villager count 6-3 at the moment. Villager count 2 more. Oh, he had the Spearman at the wrong position. Okay. Now trying to jump through. Can we see some quick walls here? Should be quite easy. Nice wall behind that as well. Runs through CC. Oh, I like Vinci. He is on point at the moment. At least with the quick walls. Archer range now. Quite late transition onto gold here from Melko, I believe. Funny hair story of Morton? Nah, no. That was a good one. Maybe Rosa can tell that one. Winchester, he's not doing a great job of having his villagers safe all game long. Like, how did he lost like 3 villagers already at the front here? Kind of weird. In spots where he could have been walled and always had them safe. Top 10 harriest AoE players. Okay. Castle timing seems pretty similar, both with a similar wheelbarrow timing as well, but Melkor just with a better aggression this far and got some stuff done. Now jumps on the TC and isn't losing a lot of HP. I think 3 spearmen should be fine. Maybe some more walls needed behind this. So what is Melkor doing? Runs around that side again. We have the gate. We could have a gate behind that as well. 2 archers. What can they do? Can we see any villagers snagged away here? Not really. House, gate, wall, 9 HP. Oh, nice trappy trap. Using a lot of time actually on the TC. Look at that. Not producing any villagers. And they had the same food amount just a minute ago. But all those villagers always idle means that Malcolm will have a better transition into Castle Age and will go heavy CA here. Yeah. Can't see any villager kills. Probably all of them should be high HP, yes indeed. Just spread the spearmen more around a bit more, my friend. Oh god, what a weird farm outside of the gates. Second stable now. Scaboose! 990! Cheers, man. 3 months. Vinci. If he had a market, could balance his eco so much better as well. And that spearman is finally getting killed. Bam! And bam! Luckily I already saw this recorded game, so it looked like I was a smart caster. Crossbowman actually. Instant University. Ooh la la. What can I do? Bullsaw. Might be some crossbowman against Vinci here. Oh god, only now fletching for Vinch. Malco will have a solid time window where he can do damage. Can he snipe those spearmen, but those aren't the most important unit. I think he should more focus on the archers in the back. Even split with his own range. Didn't realize that Winchester was still out of range. How's your Tinder date going? What Tinder date? Oh, trying to micro against that. But honestly, he doesn't even have the numbers. I'm not really sure what Vinches was trying to achieve here. Actually, he's buying some time with the pikeman in the back. Michael's allowing himself to be a bit debated. Oh god, he's now right-clicking it instead of microing. Oh god, 2 units lost. 3 units lost there. That was quite a big mistake. Ay, 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 ay. How could you ever move forward there without looking at all times? That was sloppy by him. Now he has ballistics though, and now he should really kill everything. This should be so good for him. 2 archer rangers out. Stables can maybe do something now on gold without a TC. What is that? Why did he not build a TC? Look at his resources. Could have gone for the TC as well. University in the back. Winchester's a guy who always does ballistics very early on. For you to spot for Hidden Cup. That's a weird move. Let's go with his crossbows over here. Also, maybe this is the spot where we want to move into CA. Not really, apparently. Bumble is the new Tinder? Not really. I think Tinder is still way bigger, and for me, Bumble feels really weird with the grills. Jordan's game over, we don't know, and we don't want any spoilers. Parship. I only go to elite partner. Grinder's the new Tinder, yeah. Knight's getting some solid kills now. How are camel numbers looking? Not too promising. 3rd archer range even. What a sick game here. Really throwing it at each other. 7 more villagers for Melkor. He still plays 1 TC. Quite idle here in the back. Horrible mining camp. I'm really surprised by this at the moment. +1 defense now for Winchester. Bloodlines for Melkor. Might lose that knight though, not the greatest stuff for him. CA benefiting from that as well. Malco needs to get his stuff done. Hill advantage. Why did he not build a TC? I don't understand it. Does every single use Tinder or similar? No, absolutely not. See, now at a pretty good spot. I like Winchester's position here. It's so weird that he's always coming from basically nowhere. Out of nowhere. And performing so well in those tournaments. That Winchester guy, if he had the motivation, he's a bit like Leary. Just lacking motivation, playing massive amount of Dota. And just performing so well. Only they're big tournament games. Okay, +1 defense. Nice dodge here by Malkor. Out microing ballistics. Solid job by him. Okay, what's the next step here? CA, not really used with MQ. Only 1 stable. Suddenly Winchester is ahead in villagers. How did that happen? Ground attack is dodged here. Now goes for the attack, but honestly against the hill, is that ever good? To see behind that as well. This is so tricky for Melkor. Oh man. Maybe to see over here could have been better for him earlier on. Now he's pushed away from the gold. Running out of gold here and maybe needs to move on to that gold. Still plays it with 1 TC. It's so weird. 1 TC behind that. Double stable. He is trying to make something happen in Cast Age. More news. Cheers for your prime. Oh, T90 Woo. T90 Woo. Oh god. 4 wolves now attacking here. Didn't even aggro all of them. Obelix, language. Finally, TC. Oh, look at that. He's just running into 2 of Winchester now. Oh, and those wolves, man. Ah, but well, getting 1 kill against Winchester potentially. Those are following. How funny the walking animation is as well. Winchester not far away from getting enough stone for a castle even. Could be pretty sexy for him. Now it's quite important that Malco is doing a double-pronged attack. The moment he is trying to micro here, that he attacks the front line as well. Or maybe even something here. Oh boy, that's going to be ugly though. Be caught completely off guard. Look at that. Losing 5-6 CA, horrible engagement. Ay. Lot of losses here. Ugly deluxe for him. Oh god, did he lose a lot. And now the cast is coming up. This looks good for Winchester. Goes for bloodlines. I don't understand the move by Malcor. Why does he go with the crossbowman? The most important thing of the game is to whoever controls this hill. And he had the shot to go for it. Just camp with the crossbowman here. Get the TC up. Well, obviously, we see everything, so it's easy for us to say, especially for me. That could be a good shot against the gold villagers here. Malco saving them for now. Malco is also going for another attack. Now he needs to GG this one out. Doesn't even play it till the end. Sees no chance to ever really get gold control here. Mangnults on the hills. The attack at home didn't do too much. Ay. One single mistake, I believe. He had such a big advantage and then didn't really go through with it. Just to push to the center. I like that he played 1 TC. Just instead of going for that gold here, build your 1 TC over here yourself. And he would have had Winchester off gold for the whole game. That could have been it in my opinion. And now Winchester is leading this one 2-0. Time for the hair story. Yeah, it's like not that sick. Yeah. But I can tell you for sure. Malco, he had all the advantages, man. Sick. Okay, when I was a small kid, how old was I? I don't know. Let's say something between 4 and 8. I was casually eating some mawam and just looking around, and suddenly I looked at my hand and I was like, and I looked at like those tiny hairs here, and obviously I didn't have hair there, but only like the dots where the hair could come out, and I was like, what is this? And since mawam is sweet, a candy, and since the first time I ever noticed those points on my knuckles, I was like, this only happens when I eat mawam. And the next time I ate mawam, I instantly looked at it again, and I was like, I have it again. And I never, ever was able to remember it, or not ever, but for several years, I wasn't able to